spray-on bed liner, a rhino bed liner, and I'm wanting to paint it. Would a Rust-Oleum work on that spray-on bed liner?
Yeah. Well, what's wrong with the bed liner you got? What's going on?
It's just faded real bad.
Okay, what I would do, if it was me, I would pressure wash it down, and I'd probably use some Royal Purple cleaner.
Okay.
And then right after you clean it, make sure you get all the grease and the oil and the scum off. Then I would put probably one super good coat of that on there, and that would probably solve your problems.
Okay, I will do that. So, and I want to thank you for bringing up our hometown here in Springfield on your show.
Okay, let me ask you this. What's going on out there?
It's a mess, Pete. It's a mess. Last winter, Biden and Harris dumped between 10 and 20,000.
Okay, so hold on. You're in Springfield, Missouri, right?
No, Ohio.
I mean Springfield, Ohio.
Yes.
So what happened over there? Is that true stories about cats and dogs getting eaten?
We have a park in Springfield. It's called Snyder Park. There's always been huge amounts of geese down there, and for the past month, there's very few geese left. I was down there Saturday, and there was 2 little flocks of them on the west end of the park.
Do you think that's because they're flying back to Canada, or what's going on?
No, they normally stay around here all winter time. We don't lose our geese around here. They stay around here because it doesn't get as cold as it used to around here.
So are they shipping, you said they got like 20,000, there's the 20,000 illegal aliens popping up. Is that true?
Yes, it is. And they're everywhere.
I heard that they're going to start building houses for all these illegal aliens, give them to them for free.
I don't know about free, but they're building them on the corner of Burnett and Luffle Lane, a bunch of doubles and stuff, and they built a bunch of them out on Home Road. They're working on it.
So they're actually building houses for illegal aliens to house these aliens, but they won't help out America.
Well, yeah, we have homeless American citizens on the street here in this city.
And you're in Springfield, Ohio. What's the employment rate there?
It's probably around 3%, 3.5%. But we got these big companies around here that's hiring all these
illegals.
Yeah, the illegals.
So they're hiring the illegals. They're hiring the legals over there, but they're not hiring Americans.
Right.
Wow.
The guy that owns, which is a tool company, made a statement he'd rather hire 9 or 10 Haitians over one American.
Serious? Are you joking me?
No, I'm not.
Thank you for calling. If you know your party's extension, you may dial it now or press pound for the company directory.
Your call is very important to us. If you would like to leave a message to be returned during normal business hours, press 1, or you may continue to hold.
It's going to hold down the line here, Springfield, Ohio. I was wondering about coming over there and filling out an application for a job.
Our applications are done online.
What do you mean online? What are you talking about?
Like on our website?
Well, let me ask you this question here. I've lived in this town for 39 years, and we got all these people moving in here from other countries, and they're coming over there getting jobs left and right.
Okay.
So what? Are they getting online? Are they getting on the computer? Or are you just hiring them all?
Absolutely. Nope.
But how can they get on the computer? They've never even owned a computer where they're from. How are they doing that?
They are.
How much are you paying an hour now? How much?
It just depends on the position.
Are you training over there, or what are you doing? Are you training for people to work for you?
It's just based on experience.
Because we got a lot of people out of work over here. And all of a sudden, now you guys are just hiring all these migrants over there, and I just don't believe they're getting on the computer and just actually getting jobs on the computer. Hello? Hello? Are you there? Hello? We're going to call them back. We're going to call them back one more time.
Shipping and receiving, please press 1. For install.
Okay, we'll just call them. We'll just call back right there.
Hello, you've reached Shipping and Receiving. If this is regarding steel receiving,
The phone over here. What the hell's going on? Now they're talking about, you heard her, she said that they're hiring the migrants, they're hiring them. And what's the deal here? What's this going on? They aren't even talking to us.
Hi, you have reached Williams with McGregor Metalworking Company. I'm unavailable to come to.
Okay, let's do this. Let's try this again.
Otherwise, please hold on for the receptionist. For works 8, please press 3.
I want to be recruited, is what I want to be.
Ariel is on the phone. Please
What
leave
the
your
fuck
message.
is going on? They aren't answering my calls. They ain't doing nothing with me. They want me to fill out an application online, and they're saying that the applications online are being filled out by all these migrants that are flooding our town and just flooding us. I don't believe it. I think they're liars. I think they're liars and cheats, and they're just taking us for advantage and putting the Americans on the gutters, and they're taking all these migrants in and letting them lavish themselves and live like millionaires while we're out in the gutters living in the streets. They won't even give us a job is what they won't do. I just left a message that said that.
And how long have the Haitians been out there, bud?
Most of them were dumped in our communities last winter, January, February, March. In the middle of the night, they bring them in by plane and bus. No one knew about it except for the government officials. And our government officials are covering it up. They're trying to hush it up. You know, they are all for it. The local government and the state government. We got a rhino Republican governor. But I think what the Democrats are after is one-party rule, absolute permanent rule. By bringing these in, they're going to make them legal and make them citizens. Then they'll have a right to vote.
What's it like living in a town full of illegal aliens that have crossed the border from our faithful government? What's it like?
Well, there's people that are afraid. There's people that don't know what to think now. The town is not the same. People are trying to move out right and left. It's hurting our real estate market. Because people want to get out.
So people are trying to sell out and get out.
Yep, exactly.
Are you telling me thousands of people have already packed their crap and moved, or what?
Well, I don't know about thousands, but I know personally people that have moved just because of this.
Now, when you're saying moved, are you talking like to a free state that isn't a homestead for illegals, or just down the road to another little town in Ohio?
The ones I knew moved like in a nice area south of Dayton, Ohio.
This is what the real problem is. All these illegals that are coming across the border are making born American Mexicans and black people look bad.
Exactly.
Do you see what I'm saying? When you're walking down the street and you see a Mexican that might be doing construction work, you're going to look at him 2-3 times, look him over and say, is he an illegal? Is he a border jumper? When in reality, he was born and raised right here in America and has a family of 6.
Yes, it's really a shame.
It's disgusting, all right?
Well, let me tell you what I witnessed this last spring.
Go ahead.
I was going into a Great Clips to get a haircut, And the lady came in with her it looked like about 9 years old boy, a young boy, and there was a Haitian that was following her. And you could tell on her face she was
petrified,
she was panicked.
Scared.
Yeah. This guy kept yelling, had his hand out, yelling at her.
For what?
Phone, give me phone. Phone, I want phone, give me phone.
Wow.
And she came into great clips, and I'm sitting there thinking, what the hell is going on here? And the manager came over and said, do you want a haircut or what? And he started slapping the top of his head. And
hold on a minute. The Haitian started slapping the top of the head of the barber, the haircut
of his head. Started slapping the top of his head.
Just like he's crazy, like he's insane.
Exactly.
And you were watching this. You were a witness of this action.
Yeah, exactly. So he leaves for a moment. She goes back to cutting hair. He comes right back in and starts yelling at this woman again. He wants her phone. And
wow.
You can tell, I mean, she is petrified. She is scared for her safety and her boy's safety. And the manager came over and finally she said, listen, I told you, there's no one here has a phone. You can go next door. There's a cell phone company or store next door. Yeah, I'm thinking, well, if he does something, I'm going to have to try to jump him. But I'm 63 years old and had a stroke and have cancer and stuff.
Oh, my God, Mike.
You know, there's almost as many of them as there are citizens in our town now. And no wonder our police force, our fire department, our hospital is overwhelmed. Our housing is overwhelmed.
Wow.
You know, our police, I feel sorry for our police. I mean, I don't know how they do it and keep working there. They had to bring in the highway patrol to help them out with the traffic problems.
But the governor doesn't live there.
Who?
The mayor doesn't live there, does he?
He lives in town, but I'm sure he lives in a very...
Well, what does the mayor think of all this? What's going on with him?
He's trying to keep it all quiet. And he's trying to make everybody think, oh, no, we don't have a problem. And then he's trying to get money. He is trying to get money from the state and federal government. The governor did give $2 million to the school system in our town now to hire more linguists because they've got such a huge influx of Haitian kids now. Then they have to hire all these interpreters.
So they got children. They got thousands of little babies moving up there, Haitians. Why is it? Let me ask you this: why are all the Haitians moving there? Did they plan this, or did they just decide? Well, we want to go there.
Biden and Harris dumped them. They shipped them here last winter. Biden and Harris dumped them. They shipped them here last winter. Biden and Harris dumped them. They shipped them here last winter. They flew them into our airport, and they also bussed them in.
And you didn't know nothing about this. You woke up one day, and all of a sudden, thousands of Haitians are walking the streets like zombies.
Yeah. The mayor of the cities, the citizens of Springfield, Clark County, had no say-so in it. They had no knowledge of it. And the city mayor that we used to have, he was a hardcore Democrat. He was all for it. He brought them in.
Oh,
and he was all
Lord.
for Biden bringing them in.
Now, where are these people getting money? That's what I want to know.
The government. The government gives them
how much?
Debit cards. I think it's like $1,200 a month, something like that.
$1,200 a month, and they're buying cars with $1,200. Where are they living? From what I understand, they're coming in and taking over the schools and all the public buildings. They're living in underground parking lots and all this other stuff. Is this true?
And in Springfield, they're giving them housing over the citizens. We have Springfield citizens living on the street while the Haitians are given housing.
You are shitting me. They're kicking people out of their homes and putting Haitians in them.
Right, because what the landlords are doing, they're jacking up the rates now because
they're getting more money from the government.
Exactly. Well,
greedy,
bring the Haitians in.
Disgusting, vile people in America. Do you see what this open borders has done? This open borders has turned Americans against Americans. I feel bad for all you people out there, and I'm hoping that they don't start building houses in your back field. All we can do is pray that Trump makes it in, and even if he does, it's still going to be hell for 4 years.
Yep.
So, I don't know. All I can say is I hope they don't tear down the beautiful woods behind your house and start building condos, buddy, for the Haitians.
I sure hope not. I hope not. We've worked too hard for what we've got, and I don't want to move anytime soon.
And you got a big 5 acres too. That's
We got a nice house.
You probably got a nice shop and everything else, huh?
I got a 6-car garage, detached garage, plus a 2-car garage. That's where I do my hobby painting at. And
all right, Mike, we'll talk to you later, bud. Call me back in a couple weeks and update me what's going on.
Sure will.
All right, Mike, you take care. God bless you, buddy. So let me ask you a question. So you're saying that you live about 60 miles away. Is that what you were saying?
Yeah, I'm west of there, southwest, I think.
And I was asking you about the geese situation and the dogs, and you said, well, 90%, not 100%, but probably 80% that the geese are missing and something's going on over there.
Yeah, I'm sure, because there's too many people saying that.
So, is your town being overrun with all these illegal immigrants, or is your town still clean?
No, we're still clean.
So, have you been over to Springfield lately? Have you seen what's going on over there, or?
I haven't been over there in 20 years.
Really?
We used to sell Springfield mowers here back in the late 50s. We were a dealer for them, and they were made right there. Made the best riding mower ever made, I always thought.
Now, there's the guy that I talked to on the phone, he said that there's a lot of manufacturing going on there, and he claims that one of the large manufacturers, he said what they're doing is they're getting rid of the Americans and hiring the Haitians in, said that they'd rather hire 10 Haitians to 1 American. Do you believe that?
Nothing surprised me anymore.
Man.
I'll tell you what, Pete, around here, none of the young people want to work.
Nobody wants to work anymore. Everybody wants to get on social media and be a superstar.
I can't get no help here in the garage. I got to do everything myself. These kids around here don't want to get their hands dirty. So
you're saying that these Haitians are taking over jobs and they're just running in because America's being lazy, basically.
That's a big part of it.
Now, the guy also said that they're getting ready to build, I think if I remember correct, 1,300 government homes or 3,500 government homes to start housing all these immigrants out there. And I asked him, I said, so where do you live? And he said he lived outside of town. He's got 5 acres. And I said, is there anybody around you that's got a large portion of land? And he said, yeah, the guy behind me's got like 50 acres. And I said, don't be surprised if the guy behind you probably doesn't even live there, just owns the place, if he doesn't sell out to the government and they start building government projects out there behind your house.
That wouldn't surprise me a bit.
Yeah. What's your thoughts about that, bud?
I think that's why we got terrible inflation that's going to ruin this country.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm more worried about this country than I've ever been.
Oh, tell me, bud. You don't need to tell me. I don't know if you've been watching my live videos, but let me tell you.
Yeah.
I am I'm beyond upset and appalled. This is just the most saddening thing I've ever seen. Our country is being run over like World War II full of tanks.
Yep.
It's just the only difference between World War II and now is our buildings aren't getting blown up. This has been going on for 16 plus years. We've only had one Republican in 16 years, and that was only for 4 years.
Yeah.
And the Republican we actually had before that one, before 16 years, which was Bush, he wasn't the best Republican in the world. He was on the fence of being socialism.
Yeah.
So you're 60 miles away from the place, but you don't see impact where you're at. It's still normal living and everything's going good.
So far we're okay.
Now, I guess your mayor doesn't believe in it or something, because the guy said the mayor in Springfield, he's all for it. And he's telling everybody, don't worry, everything's fine, nothing's going on. And
he's sucking up to Biden and Harris what he's doing.
Yeah, but now your mayor isn't doing that. Is that what you're saying?
We don't have a mayor.
Okay.
We don't have nothing here. We don't even have a constable, Pete.
Wow. So you're just a real small community then. You're like a little farm town out in the middle of nowhere, basically.
We got one garage up here and one old store, and that's it.
It's insane, dude. It's
He
totally.
should have put a stop to that when they were about a third of the way through that Springfield. Somebody should have said something. He should have put a stop to it.
Well, you want my opinion? I think that these governors and these mayors and these city officials and state officials, they're getting money put in their pocket from higher anarchy affiliates other than the government. I think that people like BlackRock and affiliations of that sort are coming in and filling these bank accounts for these individuals to play the game their way. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. It's a mess up there.
It's a mess, buddy. But I got a big mess in my shop called a collision job, and the guy's called twice. Let me let you go, and I'll talk to you later, bud.
You should get the envelope Friday or Saturday, Pete.
Okay, Rick. I'll talk to you later, buddy.
All right. Thanks for calling.
All right. Okay, so it is a verification on my end that what we heard from our buddy Mike out in Springfield, Ohio, is a factual situation. Now, Rick doesn't live in Springfield. He lives 60 miles away in some little town, but he claims that shit is happening and the immigrants that are crossing the border are taking over America.